Everyone, welcome to PSWF Adrenaline. I am one of your co-hosts, Jeremy Culver, aka Darcy, and with me is my buddy Kyle Wu, right here in Mobile, Alabama. Kyle Wu, how are you doing?
I am good, bro. I am good bro. What up, though, everybody? How are you feeling today, man?
Oh, I am feeling good because this episode means the return of PSWF. It's been a long time since we've been able to have something together, and we are finally bringing it back. You guys thought we were canceled, we were cut off. That's not the case. We're back here, and we're ready to get some action going, and that was coming off of, I know it's an extended break, but we had such a phenomenal SummerSlam as we went into our little hiatus. And Kyle Wu, I guess, do you feel the second season is going to live up to what we just did in season 1?
I think so. I think season 2 is going to top it. There's going to be so many exciting matches. And hell, we may even see new wrestlers.
We may see new wrestlers here over the course of this season. You never know what's going to happen at PSWF. The only thing you'll know is the action is going to be jam-packed, and that's what's happening here. In our opening matchup, we have our longest reigning champion in the PSWF history, X, taking on the only women's challenger who has not fought for the title yet in Molly Gloria. Kyle Wu, what do you think of this matchup to get things started here for PSWF?
This match is going to be crazy, especially with X being the longest reigning champion. Honestly, I think X could defend this title against men too. X has just been a phenomenal champion from start to finish with her poise and her aggression and how she just deal with the competition.
Yeah, she's been doing phenomenal this entire time. And again, it's one of those things of she has not dropped the title. The closest she's gotten to dropping this title was in the tables, ladders, and chairs match against Hatshepsut. But then Hatshepsut, just barely didn't get that belt off, and X has not basically gone back on the tear that she was on before. And Molly Gloria, of course, coming in here to start things off, is looking to get her foot into this title shot. She's been clamoring that she deserves it. Of course, Dr. Vertebrae has had plenty of chances, not able to come up with it. Hatshepsut the same way, and Molly Gloria has been continuously trying to climb back from the week 1 injury that she faced, and now is a time for her to put basically herself into the title picture, which is at this moment the one that's most deservingly so.
Yeah, I agree, because Molly has been resilient, and she's actually been amounting a lot of wins lately, so she is definitely next in line, and she deserves a shot at the title. And this is her way of saying, hey, I'm gonna prove to you guys I'm gonna beat the champion tonight, and then eventually I'm gonna be the champion when that belt is on the line.
Yeah, and so now, of course, X coming to the ring, ready to bring in the crowd that has been behind her this entire run. Just for those that have not watched all our episodes, it is important to note, X won this title on the very first episode and has not dropped it yet. She is nearly at almost a year of just keeping this title around her waist, and that is impressive nonetheless when you think of all the other challengers here at PSWF have been vying for this title.
Man, I agree. It's been crazy. Honestly, the first champions, out of all the first champions, like you said, she's the only one that still holds that title. We've had people get their titles back, but then lose it again, and she's the only one that's had it from start to finish. And honestly, I would love to see her hold it for a whole year.
We'll see if she can do it. Of course, right now it is a non-title shot, but the match has started, and X and Molly getting it going, and ooh, a good knee drop right there, bouncing her head into the mat, and She's not letting up right away, going to where she left off last before our little hiatus.
Ooh, with the kick to the back. This is what I'm talking about. X is so aggressive. Once she gets you down, she stays on top of you, and now she's on the top rope. Oh, and a frog splash, a big frog splash. Let's see if she trying. Nope, she don't try and finish it.
She is not. She's wanting to wreak havoc here. She said, look, we've been on a hiatus for so long. I need to get my aggression out that I've been, harboring up over this time. And my God, what kind of damage is she inflicting?
That's what I'm saying. X, you see what she's doing. She's systematically trying to break down Molly with the physical assault. Flying from the top rope, she's showing that she can beat her in every way possible.
Ooh, but she just missed there, and Molly with the big slap to get things started. Maybe this is the momentum she needs to get things going with a good kick to the leg. And now, going after that arm, which is going to be important because, of course, you got to remember, X Factor is a submission hold. She can't hold that grip. It's not going to do too much.
That's a fact. Ooh, and an elbow drop to the back of the head. Jesus Christ.
Oh, and then she goes for the pin. Our first pin. We got a 2. Oh, but X kicks out. That was a close one.
So close.
That elbow drop to the back of the head did a lot of damage. Kau, do you think that's something that Molly is going to be able to basically capitalize off of? Because now it seems like she's in the driver's seat here of this match.
Yeah, she got all the momentum. I think if she just keep hitting X in the head, which seems to be the most effective thing to do, she could definitely pull a win off. And X counters with a freaking chin buster.
Oh, man. But, Molly catching that punch, but she whiffs the slap. And that might be what X needed to get right back into the swing of things. Ooh, what a good twisted drop there. Really putting in some work here on the outside of the ring, and the refs count up to 4 now.
Ooh, and she stumps her arm in after bending it backward. And it looked like she's going for the bow and arrow submission hold. Ooh. Jeez Louise.
And this is something that, of course, they're on the outside of the ring, and the ref hasn't been counting up. Oh, now we're at finally a 5. I think the ref just couldn't figure out if he should be counting with that submission or if he should be going for the count. But X finally getting back in the ring, and it looks like we're going to be taking this battle inside.
Oh, reverse neck drop.
That was big. Oh, but Molly tried to play up to the crowd, and that allowed X to get back onto her feet, and now gets the momentum in front of Molly. Oh, but then she let Molly get back into the swing of things.
It looks like they both trying to showboat a little too much. Y'all got to finish this match, ladies. Y'all got to finish this match. Ooh, with a counter kick to the gut.
Yeah, X has been doing fairly well with these counters, but Molly able to get back to her senses before X can capitalize off of it. And are we going to go back to the outside of the ring?
Yeah, it looks like it. And Molly being a little disrespectful to that slap to the back of the head, too.
Oh, but you did say she needs to go after the head, and she did. She took what you said.
I did say that. And she was like, you know what? Turn her around. Slap.
Yeah, she said, all right, I'll listen to what Kalu is saying. I'll go after the head. Oh, but now she's going back into the ring. She doesn't want to win by a count out. These two women want to win inside the ring. Oh, and X now getting an opportunity to play to the crowd too. Oh, but she tried to go for that big swing there. Oh, a good backdrop. Oh, goes right for the pin. Ooh, but only a 1 count. Not even close compared to the earlier count.
Yeah, definitely. X was like, yeah, we're not doing that. Ooh,
a hard DDT plant. And now Molly back to her tried and true moves with the knee drops to the stomach. And she's going to the top of the ropes. Is this going to be the glorious twist? There it is.
The glorious twist.
She lands it. And she goes for the pin. Is this it?
1, 2. Oh, and my goodness.
Gloria is kicking the show off with a win, a surprising one over our champion, X.
Definitely, I was surprised, especially since the only match that X has ever lost was a tag match. So this is crazy for the simple fact that she got this win like this. Molly has, like I said, she's proven herself to be the #1 contender. After this win, there is no question that she should get a title shot very soon.
Well, we definitely are going to be on the pathway for Molly to finally get that title shot that she's been clamoring for. But let's look at the other side of this thing. I know, of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about Molly Gloria in a second, but X taking a loss on their opening match of the second season. Kal Wu, do you think this hiatus that we took is going to be basically a detriment? Because once you kind of slow that, momentum, that train moving, sometimes it could be hard to get things swinging back in your way.
That's a fact. It does. Yeah, after a hiatus and after you're sitting still and kind of just chilling for a while, you know what I'm saying? Your bones stiffen up, your muscles forget the memory that they got. And that could definitely be a detriment. Especially if X kind of been sitting back and kind of chilling. But it looked like Molly was in the gym working out every single day up until today.
Well, let's get things going here for our show. Of course, we had our opening match, but let's look forward to the rest of the show that we have here. Kal Wu, we're going to be kicking off here in a little bit, a tag team matchup of Bullseye versus the Smack Talkers. Smack Talkers coming off a big win at our SummerSlam pay-per-view, and the Bullseye still trying to find that momentum for their tag team, which is a newly formed tag team, and of course, trying to get the kinks worked out for themselves. And then Kal Wu, we have a great one right after that.
Yeah. The thing is Bullseye, like you said, is a newly formed team. Both great competitors. Matt and Bobby are both great competitors. But what can I say? The Smack Talkers have been building momentum for quite some time. Starting with a bunch of wins, especially when they got their individual wins against Anime Ted separately, then the cage match against Anime Ted, and then the last crazy match that they had. They have been mounting wins, and they are rising up that ladder for tag team contention for sure.
And then, of course, we got somebody who wants to try to get their foot in the win column, BAT, who has struggled since his debut here at PSWF, trying to go after the Samurai, who has been on a couple of strings of losses following his title reign as the OMG champion. They're going to be kicking things off right after that. Then we have another tag team, as you talked about, Anime Ted taking on Thomas Dynasty, who just dropped their titles in our most recent pay-per-view. And then Kal Wu, we have our main event. Can you just talk a little bit about that one?
Ben Nyson and Hunter Frost have been mounting wins for a while. They both hold titles right now. And it's just one of those things where it's like, who should be the real title holder? They both been talking smack for a little bit. And it's going to be great to see who's going to finally put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Hunter Frost has been clamoring he is the best in PSWF, and Ben Nyson said, hold up a second, I have the PSWF championship. And then Hunter Frost disrespected that, saying that was a kiddie's title shot. This one, the OMG title, is the main one, so they deciding to put their differences to the test here in our main event. But let's go back to that match that we were talking about, the Smack Talkers taking on Bullseye. And as you said, the Smack Talkers, after a start of bad losses, have now finally got things going. And a really big key part of that, I should say, has been the rise of Darcy over that time, from the first Royal Rumble where he lost in 15 seconds, now getting a string of wins.
Definitely. Darcy, a lot of people say that they thought Darcy was the weakest link, but Darcy seems to be the strength right now. He's definitely been mounting up wins. He's been mounting up, as far as being reliable. Darcy has been you can't clamor enough about how well Darcy has been doing as of lately.
And now, of course, that is going to be something that's going to be put to the test here in this matchup, because the Bullseye, while they are a newly formed tag team, and of course we said that sometimes you need to work things out to make that tag team work out, these are two strong competitors. Yes, they may not have gotten a lot of wins here at PSWF, but their matches have been very inspiring to watch. And now Bullseye, of course, trying to take their time in the tag team division and climb the ranks to get a title shot.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, they haven't gotten a lot of wins between the two of them individually or as a tag team, but they do have some of the best matches. Both of them are electrifying athletes and competitors, and eventually their union is going to click, and once it does, the PSWF better watch out.
Yeah, Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like when you trade in other sports, right? A person comes to a trade team, and all of a sudden, it takes some time to get that chemistry and gel together, and that's what we're seeing here with Bullseye, trying to make that gelling come together, and maybe the weaknesses of one can be the strength of the other. But, of course, they're going up against the Smack Talkers, again, a tag team who has been here for a long time, building up momentum for themselves, and coming off a huge win in a cage match against Anime Ted. Cal Wu, you talked about the strength of Darcy in recent weeks, but let's talk about Kyle. Kyle has been up and down, some really strong times, some low times. What do you think Kyle needs to bring so that he can iron himself out and become strong week in, week out?
Honestly, I think Kyle needs to bring a little more intensity. There are times where Kyle starts with intensity and then kind of fades throughout the match. As long as he can keep that intensity that he starts with, Kyle is definitely a hard competitor to beat, especially when he stays off the top ropes. I don't care for Kyle doing a lot of high flyer moves. Once he stays on the ground and kind of pounds you and like wears you down with just being aggressive, that's when he's at his best.
Yeah, of course, the high flyer of their tag team is Darcy, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
one of those things where sometimes, again, we talked about the strength of one could be the weaknesses of the other. Well,
Yes,
the
sir.
strengths of Darcy's high flying might be the weaknesses for Kyle, and that's where Kyle can then be the grounded tag team partner who really deals damage. And Darcy getting things started, going with the tag there to get Kyle in, but now Bobby with the good counter. Oh, but Kyle counters right back and continues to keep them in the driver's seat here.
Definitely. And Darcy started it off with a really strong brainbuster. I don't know. Ooh! And that's what I was talking about. Kyle being high flying, taking those risks early on, that's gonna cost you. And as you see already, it put Bullseye back in the driver's seat, and Bobby is just laying those strikes, just laying weights to him right now.
Oh, and then tosses Kyle outside of the ring. Those were some strong strikes from Bobby. And Bobby now deciding to get back in the ring. Maybe he saw Darcy. Oh, and he goes for the punch on Darcy. Darcy, an innocent bystander, and Bobby just goes after him.
He did. He caught Darcy off guard. Darcy thought everything was sweet. You know what I'm saying? He backed off. Was like, all right, you're not gonna do anything. It's cool. But
Wow.
I don't. Why is this Bobby just laying into Darcy? What did Darcy do to Bobby for him to just ignore Kyle and just lay on the Darcy? Like he just don't like him at all.
Maybe it's one of those things, as you said, Darcy has been one of the strongest parts of Smack Talkers in recent weeks, and Bobby is thinking, if I can neutralize Darcy, then but a suicide dive from Kyle into Bobby Houston. And he's saying, hey, you went after my partner. I'm going to make sure you feel this, because that is not how you do this here inside this ring. And now he's putting some work in on Bobby.
Definitely. But Bobby grabbed his leg for the counter with the dragon takedown.
Ooh, and Kyle tried to catch him with the kick to the head. Oh, and a big clothesline there. And the ref has been a count up to 5. Now up to 6, and we're still outside the ring. Oh, but Bobby still wants to get that win inside the ring. Kyle going for the hot tag, and he gets the tag into Darcy.
Get it. And this is what Bobby was waiting on. This is what Bobby was waiting on. He said, Kyle, get the hell out the ring.
Oh my God, Bobby was going after both. He's like, it's me against the two of you. I don't care if I have my tag partner sitting there watching. I'm going to try to do all the damage myself and win this single-handedly.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought he was going to take him to the opposite corner, but it looked like he's going to, it looked like he's going to get a tag in now, but nope.
No,
Dar with
Darcy.
the counter.
Oh, with a
DDT.
stiff DDT there. And then Matt trying to go for the tag, and then Darcy said, no, I'm not letting you get over there. Now he goes for the pin. Matt coming in. It's a 1. Oh, but he kicks him and gets that broken up. And now he goes after Kyle, but Darcy said, Matt, get out of here with the big backdrop.
Yeesh. All right. Darcy tagging Kyle in. I don't know if Darcy just wants to get Kyle. Kyle walked into that.
A stiff spine buster there.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know if this is Darcy's way of helping Kyle gather some momentum, but I think Darcy should have stayed in the ring with the momentum that he had. Cause man, this boy, Bobby is just laying waste to Kyle right now.
Yeah, it seems like Bobby might be Kyle's kryptonite at the moment because Kyle cannot do anything. But Darcy is outside the ring and is not available. Oh, and there's the RKO out of nowhere!
RKO! 1, 2, 3. Oh, I thought that was it.
It was a close one, and Bobby is upset that Kyle didn't stay down.
As he should be.
Matt's taking on Darcy outside the ring. Oh, but Kyle finally gets something going for himself. Oh, with a big knee drop onto the stomach. Oh, and he's going up top. He's saying, get up.
Oh, you want him to get up?
Is he gonna connect?
Oh, he got a fucking win. He whipped. How did he miss that?
But he's still able to connect and keep things going for himself, even with that mistake right there. Oh, and a big drop right there.
I think this hiatus affected everybody in some way, shape, or form. This hiatus affected everybody.
Seems like it did. We have a little bit of ring rust going on. Kyle trying to get some strikes in there. Oh, but a good leg drop there from Bobby. Goes for the pin. Kyle's not getting in. Darcy, what are you doing?
Wow. Darcy probably didn't think that was going to take Kyle out. It was just a standard drop kick to a pin. Darcy did not think Kyle would be done with that. That was I think that was him trusting his partner a little too much.
That I may agree with you on that one, but what a win for Bullseye, getting a W over the Smack Talkers. This could be exactly what they were looking for here as their early tag team starts to build.
Yeah, definitely. And crazy thing is what this night is starting to look like is everybody that had the momentum is going to lose.
Ooh, that could
right now,
be the case.
That literally we got two different matches where the team that had the most momentum lost already, and let's see if that trend continues.
What a match and what a show so far. I mean, this has been, as you said, some crazy wins basically going on. If you would have asked me before we started this recording if I thought that X and the Smack Talkers would both lose on the same show, I would have said no way at all. You need to get your brain checked because that is not going to happen. But that is exactly what happened.
That's a fact. And also with this next match though, with BAT versus the Samurai, I actually talked to BAT during our break. And BAT said, since the Samurai looks like he hasn't been on his game as of lately, this should definitely be an easy win.
Wow, that is some big words coming from BAT as a person who has struggled since. I know we talk about it all the time, but I think it is important to kind of say is BAT in his debut came out like lightning in a bottle. It blew up, it struck fire, it struck fear into the PSWF locker room, and a lot of us had big expectations and hopes for BAT, and it has been a struggle since. He has been, instead of the grizzly bear, he's been the teddy bear here basically in PSWF.
Agreed. He came in like Shaquille O'Neal, and now he's looking like Sean Bradley. It's bad. It's real bad out here.
Yeah, but now, of course, he's taking what was at one point one of the strongest, if not the strongest, competitors here in PSWF, the Samurai. This is going to be a tall order for BAT to get his foot in that win column. Kawu, do you think he can do it?
I don't know. He sounded real confident when we spoke. I'm not going to go off of momentum or what I know previously, because after our hiatus, at this point, anything can happen. If Bill Gates was on this thing versus Pinky, I think Bill Gates would win. Just based on how this night has been going so far, I don't know. I'm going to still drop my hat with the Samurai, because the Samurai definitely has something to prove, and he got to start back his winning ways, because I know he won his OMG back for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But I do have to say, as you brought up Bill Gates, it is important to remember Bill Gates has some wins here in PSWF. So that is, of course, a thing that could come out with him getting a win over somebody like Pinky. But of course, now everybody is ready, and it is time to get down to the ring. And of course, the one entering right now is the one seeking his first win, and it is B.A.T. Kyle Wu, do you think the hiatus is going to prove to be exactly what BAT needed?
It could. It gave him a chance to kind of get his mind right, gave him a chance to try and figure out a strategy, get in the gym, work on his weaknesses. So this hiatus could be really, really good for him as like a reset to kind of forget everything that happened in season 1 from his debut that was hot. And then that fire kind of fizzling and pretty much turned into ice at that point. So I feel like this reset is really good for BAT. I think this could help him.
Yeah, that is exactly what I think as well, because of course when you have been, when you're in the trenches and you are continuing to grind and you get loss after loss after loss, that really wears on you. And sometimes you need to just take a break, take a step away, re-find yourself, refuel, and get yourself back to that winning mindset. And maybe that is something that BAT did over the hiatus. Hopefully he was not just sitting in his room, basically feeling sorry for himself, because that is not how you're going to win here at PSWF, and that is something that the Samurai can prove essentially right here, right tonight.
That's a fact. Yeah, like you said, I hope he wasn't in there listening to sad music, under the cover. I hope he, like I said, went to the gym. Just based on our conversation, it sounded like he went to the gym and revamped his strategy and his plan of attack. And with the Samurai coming out, we know the Samurai is being calculated and as tactful as he's been in every single match. I know he's went back and retooled a few things too, especially when with his last couple losses, we had failed to see any of his signature techniques. So maybe he's going to go back to his bread and butter and show us what it really means to be the Samurai.
Yeah, and that's something that I want to bring up, Kawu, is that, as you said, in recent matches, the Samurai really has not gone to those moves that nearly guaranteed him a win. Now, early on, once he pulled out those moves, it was over. He was going to get a win. There were some, in recent matches, some started to kick out. And so maybe he felt like this is not my, my one punch man skill. This is not my, I hit it and it's over type of match. And he really started to kind of lose his way in that factor. So do you think that the Samurai might need to kind of get back into the confidence of those moves and solidifying himself to a title shot again?
Definitely, for sure. Because every single match, we got the proof. It's on footage. Every single match that he does the knees in the corner and the spear, every single match that he does both, he wins. Or should I say seppuku. Every single match that he does them, he wins. And the matches that he don't, he's lost. And both of those matches cost him his title, and then cost him a rematch for the title. And he just needs to get back to those. Those moves are a part of his winning ways.
Yeah, it almost feels like that kick, that super kick from Hunter Frost to the Samurai's head really just knocked him off his game, because he has not been able to be himself since that match.
I completely agree. That kick off the rope definitely scrambled some brain cells. I think after that match, there's probably only one brain cell left, and that rest that we got probably definitely help him regain everything back, and he should be good now for sure.
Well, we'll see if the time off for either of these competitors has been what they need. And BAT getting things started with a big drop into the corner, and look at that. It seems like BAT is saying, I'm in control here. I know what I need to do to win. And he's starting off looking strong.
Definitely. Just showing the feats of his strength. We've seen this before. But it's like, can he keep that up for the entirety of the match? Because that's pretty much been BAT's problem, is starts off like that every single time. But then once the match goes on, his strength seems to wane.
Yeah, it's one of those things with BAT, you never know, because he has some matches where, he starts off fairly strong like this, and with some knees to the ribs, and he's just holding him against the rope as he does it, and oh my God, there's just the feat of strength there. But as I was saying, is sometimes we see him come out so strong like this, but then we also sometimes see him just not even get a move off and just lose it. Just like literally falls asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what causes this I'm gonna call it sleep paralysis when he's in the ring, but I don't know. But hopefully, like he told me, he went to the gym, he was in the lab, he was retooling, and hopefully we see that here and he can pull a W out.
Well, he, of course, is showing off that he at least went to the gym a little bit over that break because he has just been in the driver's seat this entire time. Oh, and he goes for the splash onto the Samurai, but the Samurai able to get out of the way. And now the Samurai, it looked like he was going to be able to get things started, but BAT with the big reversal and just throws him over his head.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's funny because BAT missed the body splash twice. And then the Samurai looked to counter, but then BAT was like, nah, I'm in control. This is me. You're going to lose. I got this. This is my match. And then, with another show of strength, bringing him all the way from the back and slamming him on his face.
That was a very impactful slam there onto the ring, and he goes for the pin. It's a 2. Oh, and he almost got his first win here in a dominant fashion, but the match continues on.
Yeah, I thought the Samurai was over with at that point. BAT's power bomb.
And he goes for the pin. Is this it? Is BAT getting his first win? Oh my God. What a close one. And now he's got him into the hold there.
Jeez Louise. He's been on top of this match from start to finish. It don't look like the Samurai. Oh, he's actually breaking out of it with the elbow to the head. Elbow to the head. Oh, the Samurai looked like he's gonna turn tide now. Oh, there go the vicious kicks. Ooh.
And here's the strikes from the Samurai. And this is, of course, something you don't want to be in if you're BAT.
That's a fact. Once the Samurai starts striking, it's over. Oof. Those vicious kicks in the corner.
My
he's gonna jump. Are we gonna see the knees? No. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, are we? Oh my God.
Hit him with a knee to the temple. Jesus Christ.
This is not the position you want to be in if you are a BAT. Oh, but a reversal. BAT. Oh, but another reversal.
It looks like he's looking. Oh, he busted him open. He busted him open.
Oh my God.
The Samurai with those strikes, man.
Oh no. Is this it? Is BAT gonna see his chance of a win slip away? No, he gets out. No.
Hey, the Samurai has been having issues with the ref as of lately. He's been doing a lot of talking to the referees.
Oh, and he's going at the top of the ropes. Oh, and he connects.
He caught him with it. He caught him with it.
Oh my God. This man. Oh, Seppuku.
Seppuku. Let's go. Seppuku. It's over. It's over. It's over.
You feel for BAT there. This was his chance.
He had it the whole entire match. He had it.
No.
He had it. Man.
You know, I'm not supposed to show bias here in the commentary table, but I was pulling for BAT after such a strong start. But the Samurai just comes out on top regardless.
Jeez Louise. That was an exciting match. That was great. Once the Samurai busted him open, though, it was over. It was downhill from there.
It was just that millisecond of a third count. He just needed one more millisecond and he would have got that third count. And it feels like that was the moment that BAT lost it. Like he lost that drive factor, because after that, Samurai got a reversal, started getting his strikes in, and then it was basically all over from their end.
Definitely. And you know how it is once he start hitting you with those kicks to the face. as we seen, one of them busted BAT wide open. Like, man, I want to know. Like, we might need to get the refs or somebody to check the Samurai shoes, man, because this kick just be too devastating.
Very devastating. And of course, as you said, just those kicks led to BAT getting busted open, and then seppuku right after that. Oh boy, that was over. And you know, I will say though, let's give credit where credit is due. And of course, I want to say congratulations to the Samurai on a impressive win, coming back from basically the clutches of defeat towards getting that victory. But this is probably the strongest showing from BAT we've seen since that debut. And that is something that, of course, there is no moral victories here in PSWF, but if you're trying to find momentum to build off of, this is the match that you can at least look to and say, I got to do more of this.
Definitely. And honestly, I feel like BAT should probably eliminate those body splashes. Because, you know, those are self-inflicted wounds that he did on himself twice. And even though he recovered from it and still stayed on top, those were just breaths and milliseconds that he gave the Samurai a chance to, like, breathe and gave him room.
Ooh, what a match there. But let's stop for a second, and I want to tell you something about something special here at PSWF. In the first season, we built up quite a fan base here at PSWF, and we want to thank you all for that. But now, if you want to own a piece of the action, we are happy to tell you PSWF has some official merch that you can check out, and it's right here on your screen right now. You're going to be able to see it also here in the description down below, where you can click the link and go buy and own a piece of PSWF official merch. Kawu, you got to see this as well. Kawu, how excited are you to see PSWF being able to branch out into some merchandise?
It's been a long time coming. And I'm definitely getting me one of those hard-ass mugs. So next time you see me, instead of having my niece's mug, My Little Pony mug, I will be rocking a PSWF mug for sure.
Well, if you want to switch out your My Little Pony mug for a PSWF mug, you can. Of course, you also can get the PSWF t-shirt, tank top, sweatshirt, notebook, fanny pack, and even a cropped sweatshirt if that is what you want to fancy. Again, click those links down below and buy a piece of that merchandise so you can help continue to keep PSW alive and, of course, as always, keep the adrenaline going. But now, of course, let's get back to the action here at PSWF. We got another tag team match coming your way. Anime Ted taking on Thomas Dynasty. Thomas Dynasty just dropping their titles after they held those for such a long time. Kawu, how do you feel Thomas Dynasty can get their feet back into the win column and not let that title shot or that title chance that they dropped be this thing that starts to lead them down a road of losses?
They just have to kind of forget it and let it be water under the bridge. They both had their solo, individual successes. They both had their individual falls. But one thing that they have been doing constantly is after a loss, they kind of sweep that under the rug and then just be like, okay, this is the match to focus on. And they've been doing a really good job of that. And as long as they keep that attitude and keep going, they'll eventually get back to their winning ways for sure.
Now, Kawu, I do want to ask you, though, there was one thing that happened at the most recent pay-per-view that did bring us all into questioning what might be going on with Thomas Dynasty, and that was the fact that Kawu did not come in to break up that pin count and let basically KT take the fall for them dropping their titles. Do you feel that we might have seen a crack in the armor that has been such a shield basically for Thomas Dynasty, and we might see there's a little bit of a rift starting to happen behind the scenes?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about a rift between the Thomas Dynasty. But that, from what it looked like, how Kawu was just standing there outside of the ring with his back to the ring, it looked like he might have been concussed. We haven't gotten any, the medical details or anything like that. So hopefully that's what the case was, and it's not a chink in the armor, and his tag team is going to split up. But we'll see. You never know what's going on in the PSWF until it happens.
You are exactly correct, and that is something that, as you said, we do not know what was the condition of Kawu at that time. Of course, we took the hiatus, and from then, it was basically just saying, hey, we're on a hiatus. I'm not going to share my medical history with you. So we don't know what was going on during that circumstances. So as you said, we hope that, of course, it is showing that the Thomas Dynasty is still a strong duo here at PSWF, because, of course, they're also one of the fan favorites, but another fan favorite is right here, Anime Ted with Goku and the 25th BAM, and they have had some impressive tag team matches, similar to what we said earlier with Bullseye. Maybe haven't gotten as many wins as they would like and their fans would like, but when it comes to some star-studded shows here in the tag team division, Anime Ted is usually listed on that card.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Especially Goku with his showing of pure strength when he does the spirit bomb. He always get the crowd hype off of that for every single time he does it.
Yeah, and so, of course, we'll see what is going to be happening here for them in this matchup. Of course, they came off of that loss against the Smack Talkers at the pay-per-view, and it looked like, we talked about Kawu looking concussed, it looked like Goku was concussed there at the end, just kind of letting Kyle climb out of the ring, out of the cage, excuse me, and so hopefully he's also feeling better from that. But now we're getting things started here. Bam and Kawu getting things going to start the match off, and Bam starting with his foot in the driver's seat, and a big drop to Kawu there, and then goes for the pit, or the tag, excuse me.
Yeah. Oh, and Kawu just hit him in the head and starting working on Ngoku's back, because he got that finisher where he stretches the back out. So he's already targeting his. He already got his target. On he's on top of the target. Just keep hitting him in the back with his feet in his face, stretching him out.
Yeah, and Kawu is feeling it. Look at him feeling that energy here going on in this ring. And of course, as you said, Kawu really trying to work on the back of Ngoku, but Ngoku with a good counter there, and then a big body punch there. And now with the strikes. Oh, with a big knee to the side of Kawu's head. And now all of a sudden, Ngoku is finally getting things going for himself here inside this ring.
Definitely, that was a very hard throw to the corner, but Kawu counters. Ooh, got a jab, and it's like, you get out the ring.
Oh man, it looks like Kawu was probably almost playing possum there, just saying, "Oh, I'm hurt," and then Ngoku came into the corner and he just caught him with that elbow and now tosses him out and gets the tag in on KT. And KT said, "I'm willing to wait here. I'll let you get up, and I'm gonna wait until you get in before we start this action going on." Oh! But he just stood there too long, and Ngoku goes and gets the strikes going on, and now.
Oh, and he's taking him over to the corner. Oh, with the counter. Said, no, sir. No, sir. As he grabs Ngoku up and shows the strength that we all know KT has.
Yeah, you talked about the strength that Ngoku has, but KT also, of course, carrying that same strength. And, with the half Nelson there and the big slam. And now going on the leg. What is this submission? I have not seen KT pull this out before, and my God, that looks like it hurts. And Goku is definitely in pain, but KT finally lets up.
That might be answering your question, because that is definitely something new that we've seen out of KT, and that might be something that they worked out together. The cousins worked out together, as in KT helping Kawu whittle down an opponent.
Oh, KT, though, going towards the audience, trying to show off, and he let Goku get the hot tag. Oh, and that's why, because he's still in control. Oh, with a big clothesline against him, Goku.
Oh, my God. And then KT, he's just wreaking all types of havoc in the ring.
Oh, my God.
And he said, don't grab me.
It's basically a 2 versus 1 here inside the ring. Oh. And then Bam goes after the leg, but KT's just showing off the strength, just not even bothered by what is going on by any of Anime Ted's strikes or grabs or moves.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Oh no, what is this?
Yo,
Oh.
what is he doing?
Oh my
KT
God.
just showing KT showing that frustration from that pay-per-view from what it seems. And I'm about to say, is he about to jump off the top rope? It looked like the 25th Bam is confused. He was crawling, but he wasn't crawling to his own corner.
Yeah, it looks like he went to the wrong way, and KT just keeping up the domination here inside this match. He might have just knocked the 25th Bam senseless, because Bam just does not know where he is inside this ring. And oh my God, he carried him. What disrespect! Carries him towards his tag team partner and throws him outside the ring right by him.
Yeah, man. And it looked like this is the Thomas Dynasty new tactic, because like first Kal Wu threw Ngoku out and then went and tagged KT, but no, it looks like he's going to go get him now. He said, we're going to reset this counter, oof, and we're going to go get you. We're going to get you together. We're going to drop you on the head that's been there already. And it looked like he's kind of stalking him a little bit.
Yeah, this has been complete domination here from Thomas Dynasty since about the 2-minute mark into this matchup. It's just been all Thomas Dynasty, and Anime Ted has no answer. And Bam, just trying to get to his feet, slowly does. And KT comes in and just flexes on him. Oh, with a good kick to the shin. Oh, and then a big knee into the head. It goes for the pin. And it's 2. Oh, Kal Wu just stood there at the side of the ring. I almost thought we were going to have a repeat of the pay-per-view. And oh man, we got things going here with Anime Ted getting the tag team. Oh, and they go for the slam. And it looks like something happened with Kal Wu here in our stream, but it does not matter. We'll keep the action going, and we'll bring Kal Wu back in when we get a chance. And oh, and Goku with the backflip onto KT's stomach. KT is struggling, but here it goes. KT finally gets things back in order. It goes for the leg lock, and Goku is struggling. He can't get out, but KT actually lets him out. Cannot believe it. Oh man, we got so much things going on. We're gonna try to figure that out as we go. Oh, but KT dropping him on his head. It goes for the pin. We got a 1, 2. Oh, 25th Bam able to get in and break that up. Oh, KT tried to go after Bam and just twist him around, but Bam doesn't do anything off of it. What is going on? Oh, but it was just enough distraction. Oh, it's Kamehameha! It was Kamehameha! It goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Kal Wu able to break it up. The action just does not stop here. Oh! What is Bam doing? Bam just watching. And Goku was feeling himself getting so hyped off of that. And now the disrespectful kicks to KT. And now going after the back. Is he going to go for that arm? Just retching it back. Making sure that he is going to be hurt. Can't do his big, powerful moves. Oh, but this could be the chance that Anime Ted needs. Kal Wu is down outside the ring. Bam gets tagged in. Oh, but he tried to go for the big punch, and it was too slow. KT with the big slam there. Goes for the pin. Oh, but it's only a 1 count. It's only a 1 count, and we gotta get things going here shortly. Oh, what a match we've had here for you guys so far. KT, oh my God, his back there. The pain that could be inflicted. And he's going, dragging Bam to the center of the ring. Oh, never mind. He's dragging him to his corner, bringing him over towards Kal Wu. KT, you can't pull him any further. You got him as far over as you can. He goes for the pin, pulls him away from him. Goku goes for the 1, the 2. Oh, but Bam able to kick out.
All right.
What is going on? This match has been going crazy, and it looks like we might finally have Kal Wu back here into the matchup.
Yes, sir.
And we get things going. We will get things for Kal Wu here just shortly, but Kal Wu comes in, dragging Bam into the ring, goes for the pin. We got a 1 count, we got a 2 count, and Goku breaks it up. And now we got the action going on. Oh, a big kick from Bam. Now he goes for the pin. KT trying to get back in. It's a 2. Oh, but not able to get that 3 count. Kawu able to kick out.
That was crazy.
All right. Well, it looks like we've gotten all the things going on back in order. Kawu has returned for us, but it shows with Bam with the lock in the middle of the ring, the submission specialist trying to get out, and he finally does. There's been so much action in this matchup. It's been back and forth.
There goes submission hold.
And he locks it in.
Oh, and he's stretching it.
Oh, and he gets
and he gives up. He gives up, and Goku just watched. And Goku looks very disgusted.
He looks very disgusted. It looks like KT was able to distract Goku outside the ring just long enough for Bam, or for Kawu, able to get his finisher off and lock it in onto Bam, and Bam just could not get out of it.
Man, this match was crazy. This match was crazy.
There was so much that had gone on in this matchup with some big slams, big blows back and forth with these two tag teams. As we talked about earlier, some of these big matches, Anime Ted is always on the card in the tag team division, and this is another one to prove it.
You want to know what was one of the highlights for me in this match? Is when KT was handling both Goku and the 25th Bam by himself at the same time. Nobody could touch him. He kept countering. He was like, I'm gonna beat the mess out of Goku. And every time 25th Bam was like, hey, leave my partner alone, he would counter and be like, get out of my face while I finish beating the hell out your partner.
Yeah, that was an insane sequence there. And Kawu, look at that, showing the respect to his cousin, saying, look, I saw you. I saw the domination that you performed here for this matchup. And that was crazy to see take place. And what a win for Thomas Dynasty following dropping their titles at the most recent matchup. But again, I just want to say, just to give credit where credit is due once again, Anime Ted put on such a show after what seemed to be such domination from Thomas Dynasty for a long period of time. They almost crawled themselves back to a victory there. What a showing from Anime Ted.
Definitely. Anime Ted always does great in their matches. All their matches are always top tier. I don't know what they need to just kind of ink the matches more into their favor so they can get more wins. I'm not quite sure yet.
It really feels like the biggest downfall for Anime Ted is just that they have such roller coaster moments in their matches instead of a consistent, top tier type of performance. They either start hot and then go cold and then resume hot again, or they start cold, go hot, and then of course finish cold again. They need to find a little bit more consistency in their matches for it to happen. But I want to see those two tag teams yet again inside the ring, because that was phenomenal. But one match that I cannot wait for is our main event here. Hunter Frost versus Ben Nyson, our two title holders here at PSWF, and they're going to battle it out here in our main event. Kawu, tell me how excited you are for this matchup.
This match is going to be juicy. You got Hunter Frost talking smack about the PSWF, saying that ain't the real title. The OMG is disrespecting Ben Nyson in his climb. And his climb out of nowhere. Cause he shouldn't even have the title right now. But he sees the opportunity that was given in front of him and took it. And he has been a gracious, fantastic PSW champion since then. And Hunter Frost is like, hey, yours is trash. I'm that guy. I'm gonna stump you in the face and prove that I'm that guy.
Hey, I will say, though, to give Nyson where he gets his flowers is at our most recent title pay-per-view. He had a title match against Thicknotic, who was trying to reclaim his title, and he couldn't do it. Nyson came back out onto the winning side. So of course that has been able to solidify that he deserves this title. But of course, Hunter Frost throwing words out at the beginning, the shots going, saying, look, that title, the PSWF title, is not the prestigious title here. That title is a kid's toy. The OMG title is the prestigious one, and that's where this matchup came to be. And of course, there's Hunter Frost showing off the title that he says is the top one here in the company. Kawu, do you agree?
I don't, because the PSWF holds the show's name. The OMG is second tier compared to the PSWF, but you know, maybe Hunter Frost with this match can prove me wrong and sway my decision.
We'll see. We'll see. Of course, Hunter Frost has been doing some damage here in the PSWF after, again, something that we've seen with a lot of our PSWF wrestlers as of the beginning showings. Started off slow. Did not get a number of wins, had strong showings, but could not get wins to the win column. And however, there has just been, it seemed like a switch was flipped, and since then, Hunter Frost has been on a tear.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And beating the Samurai for the OMG was top tier, and then defended it against the Samurai again, top tier. You can't take anything from Hunter Frost. He climbed his way from the bottom, and now he's at the top.
And there we have our PSWF World Champion right here, Ben Nyson. Again, another one who started off somewhat slow, had, again, phenomenal matches at the beginning, but just could not find the way to get the win. And then now has been in a huge win streak. And of course, one of the fan favorites here in the PSWF locker room. Kawu, how excited are you to see Ben Nyson in the ring once again?
Honestly, Ben Nyson is my favorite champion right now. Ben Nyson always goes hard in every single one of his matches. Like you said, all his matches are phenomenal. Ben Nyson, he seems to understand the ebb and flow of matches. When it's time for him to cool off, he cools off. Then when it's time to pick it back up, he picks it back up. And when it's time to finish, he don't hold no bars. He finish it. And that's what I love about Ben Nyson.
Well, we'll see if he can do that same thing here again. The match is getting started, and Hunter Frost doesn't start off cold, comes out hot with a big kick to Nyson and sends him into the corner. With the disrespectful stops to the back of the head.
Oof. And Nyson with that knee, and kneed him in the gut. That was crazy. And that's actually not one of Nyson's favorite spots to be at, is on that apron.
Yeah, he tried to size up Hunter Frost, but said, look, this is not going to work out. Came back in the ring, but Hunter Frost was able to get back into the advantage and really put Nyson back on the mat and just putting in some work onto the arms, and with a double knee drop to the back. Man,
I couldn't hear who the crowd was cheering for, and that cheering was very short-lived. And Nyson moved out the way. He thought he had it lined up, and Nyson just sidestepped him and made him look real stupid. That's what I'm talking about. The ebb and flow. He walked like he, you know what I'm saying, like he was going to get hit. And then, but he's,
he got it with the double arm drop off to the top of the rope. Goes for the pin. And only able to get a 1 count. And as you said, I mean, Nyson able to get out of the way, and it shows the differences that were going on here. When Hunter Frost was in the corner, he whiffs it. When Nyson went into the corner, Hunter Frost tried to counter him out of it, and he still got it off.
Yeah, he took a punch to the face and said, you know what? That's not going to hurt me. Take this double hammer blow off the top rope. Eat it. Thank you. You're welcome.
The drop right onto the head of Hunter Frost, and now he's sizing him up, saying, get up.
Get up.
Get up.
Said, you won't get up? That's cool. I'll just kick you in the face. Maybe next time I tell you to get up, you'll get up.
Yeah, he's just saying, like, look, I'm the champion, and you listen to your champion, and with the drop onto the shoulder, or the elbow there. And now he's going into the corner once again. He tried to go for the splash, but Hunter Frost getting his knees up. And now that might have been what Hunter Frost needs to get things going for himself.
Definitely. That definitely could turn the whole tide. As you see him, got him wrapped up in a rope and dropping knees to the face of Ben Nyson. Man. Is he going to give him one more?
big boot to the head and drops him outside the ring. And oh, what an impressive springboard outside.
But Nyson, that didn't seem to phase Nyson. He got up instantly and just started raining blows. But there go Hunter with his own counter and slams his face into the rope, or to the stairs, I should say.
This is why these two are champions. Just look at the back and forth of these two. Just, you get a big body shot, I get a big body shot. You get a counter, I get a counter. And it's just been nonstop with this big drop into the side there outside the ring. Ooh, and Hunter Frost resetting the count. Said, oh, I left my baggage outside the ring. Let me go out and get it.
Let me go get it.
What is
you want to know?
Oh, my God. The big RKO, the pin. Oh. Nice and able to kick out.
Ben Nyson with the kick out, man. Like I told you, he understands the ebbs and flow. Let's see if he can go ahead and get this win.
Oh, Hunter Frost really trying to put him away with a big drop to the head and a big backflip. Oh, and he splashes, lands on it with Nyson, and now he goes after the arm. Nyson just been struggling since that drive into the barricade on the outside. That might have hurt Nyson more than we imagined. Oh!
Definitely. Jeez Louise. Sizing him up.
Nyson's got to move out of the way. And he was not able to. Oh,
but he counters. With the big backdrop.
The German suplex there. And that could be what Nyson needed to get things back in his favor. Is that? Oh, it's the ice bag. It's the ice bag. It goes for the pin. Oh, he kicks out. Oh, what a match. What a match for our main event here at PSWF Adrenaline. Oh!
Just freaking kick to the back of the head. And here he goes to the apron. We know that's his favorite spot.
Oh, he does the front flip. Oh, now he's sizing him up.
Get up.
There he is.
Oh, he misses. He misses it. But he recovers. He recovers, though.
Oh, my God. Nyson misjudged the jump. Now he's like, all right.
Going for it again.
He's not going to do it. He's not going to miss again. And he does it. He connects. He connects and he goes for the pin. Will our PSWF champion walk out with the winner? Oh, no. No, he does not.
He's telling the ref, count that. Oof.
My God, what we have here has been a great show, and look how electrified this crowd is. Oh, he misses.
A good counter.
Oh, and then a counter back.
With the Full Nelson backdrop.
Oh, my God. And now he's sizing him up again. Is this what Hunter Frost needs to walk out victory? He tried to do it early. Oh, and he lands it. My God. What a move. And he goes for the pin. There's a 2.
Oh my God. I thought that was over. I just knew it was over.
You and everyone else in the building, Kau, thought that was over. But Nyson said, this is why I'm the champion. I don't go down easily. My gosh, what match we have here at PSWF to kick off season 2.
Definitely, my God, like you said, jeez Louise.
And Hunter Frost going up top. Oh,
ooh.
An elbow drop to the back. He rolls over Nyson, goes for the pin. Is this going to be it? He goes to 1. He gets a 2. Oh, and Nyson kicks out still yet again.
Hunter cannot believe this. The amount of damage that Nyson is taking and still is able to kick up. Like, I know this is pissing Hunter off.
Yeah. Nyson not even getting into the corner. Oh. And he's rolling him up. And now he's going after that shin. Oh, he's got it locked in.
Oh, man. He got it locked in.
And they're at the center of the ring. There's no way that Hunter Frost can get to a rope. Oh, but But he lets him out. He lets him out, and he's going to go for the pin instead. Is this it? No! Another kick out at 2.
This match is crazy.
This crowd is way into this.
Ooh. Look, we need a "This is awesome" chant right now, because this is awesome.
We do need it, and nice, and continuing to put in work, and now he said this is it.
He said it's over.
He said
this
this
over.
is it. Is he gonna be able to finish it? And he
Get up!
And he connects. Is this it? He's right by the ropes, though. 1, 2, 3. It is.
It's over. He said, "Watch your mouth when you talking to the champ. Watch your mouth."
What a main event!
That was crazy. This match was bananas. Man, this match was bananas.
You know, they always say the best performers save the best for last, and here we had it here at our first episode of Season 2 for PSWF, Kawu.
That's a fact. That is a super fact. That was crazy.
Wow.
Man, I thought Hunter had it in the bag, man. A couple of those times, and Nyson just would not stay down.
Nyson did not stay down. There was so many near 3 counts on both sides, but Nyson specifically on 2 separate occasions, and Hunter Frost could not do just enough to put Nyson away, and then Nyson coming out strong to finish it. You talked about that Nyson knows the ebbs and flows of the matches and knows when to turn it on when it's needed, and I feel like this served as the greatest example of that so far in Nyson's title reign.
That's a fact. He pretty much did it from start to finish, starting with that off the top rope, dodging Hunter Frost's attack, and then going, "Let me show you what it looks like when you get off the top rope," and lay waste to him. And man, that was crazy.
Kalu,
that match is crazy, yo.
Kalu, I know how much this show, was electrifying, but I gotta ask you, put into words your thoughts of this first episode, and what was your match of the night?
This episode was great. It showed a lot of great competitors. Everybody coming back from the top of their game. We saw some crazy things happen earlier on, and then I'm not so sure through the middle of the match, but my favorite match is definitely that final match. My God, that was the showing of 2 top tier champions going at it back and forth, and Hunter telling Ben telling Hunter, "You watch your mouth when you're talking to me."
He definitely showed why the PSWF Championship is so highly regarded, but Hunter Frost also showed why the OMG Championship cannot be overlooked, because you never know what you're going to get from both of them, but you do know at least one thing: it's going to be some of the best athletes here that PSWF has to offer. I agree with you. That final match had me out my seat. I was so pumped off of what was going on, and of course the crowd was loving it, and I hope you at home loved it as well. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and leave a comment on some of your favorite matches. Kawu, we showed off the new merchandise that PSWF dropped here. We had such a great show here for the first episode. How excited are you for the rest of this season to go?
I cannot wait to episode 2. I cannot wait to see the matches that's going to go on and see how everybody else in the PSWF has fared with our hiatus, and coming back for their first matches out of that hiatus is going to be crazy. It's going to be straight bananas. That's all I got to say. Straight bananas.
And you got to make sure you don't miss it. So, of course, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in here to PSWF. We love bringing this to you. So make sure, once again, you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and keep the adrenaline going.
And don't forget, click the link for the merch. Get it.
The merch. King it.